Hi folks, I'm Jax, and in today's video we're going to focus on some of the quality of life changes that are coming with the 9.15 patch that's rolling out in 2 weeks time. Usually any kind of patch that ends with point .5 is really aimed at class tuning, but what we're really seeing with all the things going on between Blizzard and the numerous changes they're trying to roll out with this patch is that class balancing is definitely falling behind in terms of covenant balancing. And depending on what spec you're lined up for with Druid right now, you'll be sure to see that pretty quick. There's definitely a bunch of chatter in the community, on Reddit, all over the place, saying that balance is way too OP right now. Calling for some serious nerfs to the way that balance is all set up. I don't know if I'm buying that one quite yet, but they're definitely solid. They've got tons of utility, and if we kind of continue to see a lot of the ranged DPS continuing with their current builds, they're going to get really popular again here with this patch. What we did see with 9.15 is that target caps got removed, but overall we don't see a ton of major change here. Blizzard's identified that like we're gonna see for specifically around swipe, you're going to see a major change. So if you play Guardian, you play Feral, or you like to like work in some cat weaving, if you're a Resto or a Balance, that's kind of good news. But like overall, there's not a ton of major changes here. Brutal Slash also had its basic target cap removed, but that's not going to get anyone totally excited. Well honed instincts, I used it on my Bear Druid. It's not going to change the entire build for anyone by any means. Mentioned some changes to the covenants, like you do see that adaptive swarm. We increased the jump range, but like, hey, majority of druids you're gonna find are playing Night Fae, and we've got more mobility between our stampeding roar, between our dash, between our soul shape, that nobody's gonna go really change a whole lot of things just for that 25-yard increase in mobility. Specifically, if you are feral, maybe you'd consider it. There is a small gain in the bonus damage when you initially cast Tiger's Fury. So if you want to go with that, you can. But if you like playing multiple specs on your Druid, you're probably going to stick with Night Fae as the top overall spec. Outside of that, like you continue to see, like Blizzard fixed a bug basically around the way the Carnivorous Instinct was doing. The Carnivorous Instinct conduit was actually impacting the way that some of the dots were being applied from Thrash and Feral. So really not a major change there. Good to see Feral get a few like quality of life improvements, but realistically here, we'll create a little bit more AoE damage, but nothing major in terms of Feral. Guardian Druid's not seeing any change outside of the previously mentioned swipe adjustment. Balance isn't going to take that big nerf, and unfortunately, there's no change either, really, for Restoration, right? Like Efflorescence now has a new visual. Basically, if you like the old visual, like there's going to be a glyph available to pick it up. That Resto Druid was in a spot where it absolutely could have benefited from a buff. I think I've ran one major like higher key, like 15 and above, with a Resto Druid just from a pure pug perspective so far this season. Like they're just non-existent in the Mythic Plus space. So come on, Blizz, give Resto some love. Give Feral some love. I don't like calling for nerfs for people, but sounds like Balance is taking some heat. But overall, let us know what it looks like. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.